All I know is this violates every canon of respectable broadcasting.
How are you?
Hey, who wants to help me get this money out of here? I need some muscle over here.
You're listening to Blame Your Brother.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Blame Your Brother. This is episode 53. That's right, 53. We are back once again to entertain you for about an hour or so. We're going to have a good time, guys. Guarantee it. Hey, if you want to join us live, go to youtube.com/blameyourbrother/live, and that will take you to the live stream. There's green screen video. There's us. It's fun. You'll love it. You can do that every Thursday at 8 p.m. unless we change. Follow us on social media for those changes. It's like a band. Follow me for the changes, boys. And I'm hearing some audio coming in, but that's all right. Professionalism is not our middle name. But anyways, Blame Your Brother, episode 53. There are three of us that come to you every week from this great program. I am 1/3 of that trio. My name is David, a.k.a. Fred Durst. Glenn Jackson, the voice of the people, hashtag that man, Mr. 40%. And I am joined every week by the guy to the left of me. It's the one, the only. It's Lee.
The one, the only, the paperclip, Alex Jones left, and the person that's going to make podcasting great again.
There we go.
Glad to be here.
Make it great again. I'm also joined by the guy to the right of me. He goes by many names, but we call him John.
Hey everybody, it's John, a.k.a. Tico, a.k.a. Ned Beatty, a.k.a. Mr. PTI, a.k.a. the Madman.
They got John Tortorella, a madman. They do a madman. Okay, he's a madman.
There you go. The Madman, the Paperclip, Fred Durst. We're all coming at you, and we will go through all the big links. But at the start, I'm going to say if you're purchasing anything through Amazon, go to bybpod.com. Click on that Amazon link on the right of the page. Make all your purchases through that link, and we get a kickback, and you guys have been doing really great. Somebody bought a bunch of shoes the other night, so we're getting that money off them shoes, you know. We know Michael Anthony likes the shoes. The ladies love the shoes. It's a winning combination all around. So anyway, as we start every show, I mean, the tradition goes, legal listens to the show. We have a legal department here. We have an HR department. We get a lot of notes, and they ask us every week before we start, are there any retractions that you would like to make? Apologies for last week's show. Lee, I'm going to let you start.
I've got really bad news.
All right, what is it?
Our lawyers are trying to extort us. They said our retainer no longer covers the stuff that we say. So there you go.
Oh,
we're going to have to either find new lawyers or clean up our act a little bit, I think.
No, that's not going to happen.
Well, find new lawyers. So if you want to sponsor the show and you're a lawyer and you're Bart Durham or Ponce de Law or whoever the laws are, Rocky, whoever they are.
So do you think we could find a Groupon for like power lawyers? Maybe.
I'll look into that.
All right.
There we go.
Maybe we could get sponsored by Groupon. I'd be all about that.
Oh, Groupon. Go to Groupon.com, put in the promo code BYB Pod and get 0% off. Zero, because our prices are so low and our products are so cheap. We would lose money if we gave out discounts. But John will endorse them. I thought John was going to wear a suit tonight. He did not.
No, I did not.
So do you wish to apologize for anything, John?
No.
Are you sure?
I mean, I just called out something you blatantly said you were going to do on last week's show, and you did not do it.
Actually, we talked about it after the show. I didn't say it during the show.
Okay.
I just forgot.
After the show, John said that he was going to wear
I didn't say I'd wear it. I said I'd bring two suits in.
A Groupon suit and a regular suit, and he wanted to see if me or Lee could tell the difference. I guarantee we would have, and since John didn't, sorry. All right. Do I have anything to apologize for? Nothing stands out, so we're going to keep moving forward, guys. We got a lot of topics tonight. We'll get started like we always do after that. How was everybody's week? Anything great, crazy happen? Lee, anything happen in your week? No. Boring week. Work. John, anything happened in your week last week?
No, okay. Nothing.
I went hiking actually this week. Past weekend. Have you ever hiked before?
I've hiked with like Boy Scout troops. I mean, I've hiked with the family just a little bit, but not officially. No, not really. Wow.
I mean, I've hiked a lot in my life.
How do you hike officially?
I think how do you hike officially, Lee? What would you say an official hiker?
I mean, if you're like out in the wilderness on a hiking trail, probably would be
Yeah.
The first thing to go.
I'm talking about like the backpack and all that good stuff.
Yeah. Well, the point I'm trying to make is I've done a lot of hiking in my life, so much that I've given it up.
Humble brag.
But I've
I've hiked a lot in my time. I'm just saying. Yeah.
I'm just saying that I'm so out of shape and so lazy that I went hiking and I lost 2 days of my life.
There
That's
you
all
go.
I'm saying.
Well, that's not a bad way. I mean, there's drunken benders and hiking trips. That's ways you can lose time in your life. I went to the Williamson County Fair this past week with my family, and during that time, I wore the Blame Your Brother official podcast shirt.
Humble brag.
And I gotta say, if you think that's a humble brag, you can still get we have a few limited supplies. Email us if you want one. We'll try to work something out. You guys have been great about posting all your shirts on social media, all that good stuff. We love it. We love seeing the shirts out. And I gotta say, and it surprised me that I actually got a ton of compliments wearing the shirt out at the Williams County Fair. I was actually stopped by one guy, and he wanted to know, where did I get the shirt at? When I told him it was for our podcast, he wanted to know where he could buy the shirt. So that was awesome. And I had a lot of people they would stop me literally and go, I love that shirt, man. It's awesome. So I don't know.
You had the opportunity to give a man the shirt off your back.
Yeah, I wasn't
and you
doing
walked
that.
away.
Here's a story I regret when I was younger. So me and John and Kenny, our old friend, we used to walk downtown a lot, downtown Nashville on Friday, Saturday night, looking for ladies.
That's what you do in Nashville, right?
And
I think it's called honky tonking, right?
I don't know what it was called, but we used to walk.
Have you ever been honky tonking?
That's the problem, is we didn't actually go in the bars.
Yeah, so
we would walk up and down the street.
Yes, we would just say, "Hey, these girls are gonna love us."
That's how you win ladies.
Yeah, so we got none, but what happened one night is I had the Superman shirt and I would wear it all the time. And I love this shirt. It was the greatest shirt I had at the time. I wore it constantly. John can tell you I was rocking Superman. I thought it was so cool. Little did I know that was untrue. But anyways, we were walking downtown one night, and this super smoking hot girl, I mean, this was one of the hottest girls walking the strip that night. They come up to me. Number one, I'm wearing this goofy, like, Gilligan style. I don't know why.
Yeah, it looked like Gilligan's hat, but it was blue instead of white.
He's right. He nailed it.
Yeah.
So anyways, I had a couple of people want the hat. I don't understand why. This was very weird. But they're like, can I have the hat? And I'm like, no.
Because they were drunk.
I mean, this is my style, brother. And little did I know they were mocking me.
Or lack thereof.
Yes. I mean, they were mocking. But anyways, this hot chick comes up to me and she goes, and she's wearing like a very revealing outfit almost, tight shirt, tight pants, all that good stuff. And she walks up to me and she says, hey, I want that shirt. Can we trade right now for it? And I did not. I regret that. Like, I should have just said, yeah, sure. I mean, but I wouldn't have had a shirt was the big deal. I would have had to walk around with no shirt on.
Was she not trying to trade you her shirt?
Yeah, but her shirt wasn't going to fit me, dude. I mean, she was like 5'1", maybe 100 pounds soaking wet.
You could have tried.
And it was like a girl shirt. So I would have had to wear a girl shirt up and down the strip of that.
I mean, it would have probably went well with your skipper hat.
Yeah, I would have looked great. I think Kenny had a sweatshirt, and he was like, oh, I would have given it up. He wouldn't have given that shirt up. Would he have, John?
Oh, no.
No, he would have made me.
He'd have probably pissed his pants while he's trying to talk to the girl.
Right. So, but when we look back, we wasted so much of our time just walking down. I mean, what were we doing, John?
I don't think our listeners fully are grasping the situation.
Go ahead, describe us.
Okay, it's a 3 block strip. Okay, we would start on one end, then we would turn around when we got to the end and just walk the other way.
Yeah.
And it wasn't classy how we turned. We didn't like go around the block and turn around. No. We just literally made a 180 and started walking the other way again.
Yeah, we were lame. So we were 3 guys, me and John. We were losers. Let's just call it what it was. Yeah. Kenny was a loser, and we just thought if we magically walked up and down Broadway enough.
That's not the worst part. Before that, we would drive around. We'd just keep driving around in circles downtown. And we're like, no. The key is we have to be walking.
We have to walk. We can't be in our.
We can't be in the car. That super cool Tracer that we were in.
Yeah, I had to.
Y'all get so excited when y'all tell Kenny stories.
I had the worst.
This even isn't really a Kenny story. He just happened to be.
Yeah, he just happened. I mean, we could tell Kenny stories.
We do a whole podcast about Kenny stories.
Happy birthday, Kenny! It was his birthday recently, but Kenny was like our third man. He would, if we did a podcast back then, he would be where Lee's at, And so we went out.
Call him up.
We should
get him in.
We went out one night to a show, like a punk rock ska show. Okay. There's a place called the Hayes House, and it was on
Oh,
Hayes.
this is a great
if you
story.
know about Nashville, it's on Hayes Street, and it was right across the street from Club Platinum, which we went to a few times, or I did. I can't speak for John. I can say I went to Club Platinum a few times, but anyway.
Yeah.
So we get in here, and the floor is like, it's just a concrete floor, and it is super slick because people
It wasn't. It was a freaking house.
Yeah, it was a
was-
house, but there was no carpet in the main floor where the band.
It wasn't concrete though. It was like,
It
but it was
was
a
a-
slick tile. It was like the
It
linoleum.
was a house.
Yeah, it was a house.
Yeah.
Yes.
People had spilt beer
Yes,
on the floor.
that's what I'm saying. There was beer all over, and so we're moshing and skying and doing, you know, and so
That
Kenny.
was not the music. They
How,
were
how did that
moshing
go,
to.
Dave?
So
it was punk ska music.
So
That
Kenny,
was fun. That was a
Kenny
fun
is
night.
standing next to a window with his arms crossed like he's Billy Badass or something. I never really understood why he was doing that. And
I do. I know why he was
Okay,
doing
why
it.
was he doing
He
that?
was scared to actually mosh.
yes, that's true. So I was
And
moshing.
so that's the closest thing he could do to
I mean,
attempt to
I'm
look.
in the pit, and these, you know,
Yeah.
it was hardcore back then. It's not like you were getting hit, you know, bruised, all that. But
thrown.
here's-
Our size, yeah, we were getting thrown.
I see the mosh pit start moving toward Kenny, and then Kenny goes through the window with his hand, with his arm.
His elbow just.
He is cut like a pig. He is bleeding.
He was not cut like a
Oh,
pig.
John.
It
You've
was
never
like
cut a
the gash
pig.
was like about an inch and a half long.
Oh, he was bleeding
He was
profusely.
he was bleeding
So I
out of
did-
his elbow.
I think I had to take my shirt off. Legit, I must have had two shirts on because he wrapped
You
the
had
shirt.
another shirt in your car.
Yeah, I had another. He had. I mean, to wrap it up.
Always looking for an
bandage-
excuse to take your shirt off, aren't
you know,
you?
I am. There's more stories. of
He'll
that.
he'll do it for Kenny, but not a girl. That's
Right, apparently, yeah. I'm not even going to say that. Well,
this is true. I've seen it happen
yes,
before.
you know, it was the old saying back then, bros before hoes, you know, whatever. But anyway, so we had to take Kenny, like, we took him home. I'm like, do you need to go to the hospital, Kenny? I mean, that's bad. Like, you're cut. Oh, no, I'm good. So we took him home. I guess his mom freaked out. They took him to the emergency room, and he had to get, like, stitched up pretty bad. So
Yeah.
the irony of that place closed down about a month later. I don't know, unrelated, but we always joke with Kenny, you basically shut down Hayes House because you broke the window. And, I mean, just the luck this guy had of stories like, I mean, that wasn't the only time. Like, who goes through a window at a local
At a
punk
punk
rock
show?
show? Through a window.
It has-
Of the people that aren't moshing, though,
Yeah.
he wasn't anywhere near the mosh pit. He's
Well,
the guy
that's
that goes
thing.
through the
It's all-
window.
look, if you're going to be near the mosh pit, you have to mosh.
Yeah, he was like,
That is the rule.
He goes,
it's always the people that are standing on the outside not paying
he's
attention
like,
that get hurt.
I'm the muscle here. I've got your back. You've got my back, dude.
yeah, way back.
You know what? Really, that story. Whenever you tell that story, it always reminds me that same band came to our high school and had a concert.
Was it Java Christ?
Java
at
Christ.
Hillsboro.
Yeah, Java Christ. And
We were there too.
Oh
We
yeah,
went to that
we
show.
like stage dove. At
yeah, it was
high
fun.
School.
That was one of
That's-
my first punk rock shows,
I
actually.
kind of saved Dave's life that night.
There you go. I don't remember this, but go ahead. How'd you save my life?
Well, you one of the times, I mean, we got knocked down a lot in mosh pits. That's what happens. But one of the times when you got knocked down, if your head would have hit, hit the chairs, and
Well, there you go.
I don't think I saved your life, but it saved you
Yeah,
quite a bit
sure.
of pain. It would
Think so.
hurt.
You know, I saved your sister's life multiple times in one day.
Yeah, because she was an idiot. She went to a wave pool and she can't swim.
She went to wave pool, jumped in the deepest part of the pool, and there's waves crashing,
And she doesn't know how to swim.
and she sank to the bottom. So I swim down, pick her up, take her all the way back to the shallow end. I go, you got to stay over here. You're going to seriously. I mean, she was sinking. She was done.
Yeah.
Guess where she's at 2 minutes later?
Yeah,
Back in the
back in
deep
the deep
end.
end.
I grab her again. I go, listen to me. I want to explain right now. Do not go back to the deep end. She went back one more time. I didn't go after her that time. I think someone else did. But
Do not go back.
I mean,
I think she managed to stay on the raft that time.
yeah, well, thank God. But anyways, wave pool was a mess if you ever went. There was like too many people, too much going on. It was a mess. Is that still around or what?
It is, but I mean, with Natural Shores,
Okay.
it's not nearly as crowded.
There you go.
no,
so-
it's literally Nashville Shores.
Oh, is Nashville Shores wave
Yes.
pool? Okay.
No. Wave Country is a separate place.
Is it?
Yeah, Wave Country's on. It's over there off of Briley, and Natural Shores is off Bell Road.
Well, there you go. So I don't know if you're in Nashville. If not, it was basically a pool with a bunch of rejects there and big waves. I never understood what the point of this pool. It's like, hey, let's get a bunch of kids and let's have these waves come crashing down over them. What's the worst that can happen?
What?
Someone surely died there, right? I mean,
I mean, I hadn't heard about it, but
it just seems like someone. So, anyways, Java Christ was great, and then Spider Virus was another band I loved. I followed around town. I love these guys. They got signed to a record label. They put out an album, and it just kind of faltered. Now, here's the great of that.
Like all great bands.
So, Spider Virus then signed to Spat Records, and they put out a couple of albums. And before the band we were talking about last week, Tokyo Pop Stars, we were signed to Spat Records at the end of our career. So, full circle, us and Spider Virus, kindred brothers of a record label. So there you go. That's the end of that story. But I love Java Christ. I love, Java Christ. Like that, you're really going hard to the paint with that name. You're just going, we're not going to be marketable. We're going to be called Java Christ.
Their album was called Songs to Confuse Slam Dancers.
I would like to get that
Kenny
album.
Eaton was a slam dancer.
He slammed.
They confused him.
he was confused.
He slammed right into a window. So there you go. So that's what we're doing with our time.
Let's tell more Kenny stories.
All right. So anyway, I went to the fair, had a good time, and was so maybe some people are here or listening because who knows? Probably not. But like I said, get your shirts. We still got a few left. All right. So anyway, we got a bunch of news stories to get to this week. If you've been paying attention to the news, nuclear war is upon us. Possibly. So just live every day. YOLO. Just, live every day like it's the last. And let's go ahead and
you want to talk about nuclear war?
No, I was just saying.
Why is nuclear war upon us? I don't think I've heard this.
Well, you got Trump tweeting at Kim Jong-un basically and getting on the news.
What did he say?
He's going, if you do one more thing we don't approve of, we're going to bring fire and fury.
The fire and fury. I think this world has never seen.
Now check this out. Fire and Fury is actually a mission in the game Fallout. Now,
which one?
I think Fallout 4 or 3 maybe, and I think it's 4 though. And guess who was a big Fallout gamer? Was Bannon. Steve Bannon. So now
how do you know this?
I read it today, and it's possible
he's
saying
following some conspiracy.
They're saying possibly that Steve Bannon may have told Trump about the Fire and Fury line, and now we are headed toward Fallout 4 in real life.
So what is the Fire and Fury Fallout 4 mission?
I don't know. I guess the city gets nuked.
Probably.
Check
one of your.
Lee can look it up, but basically, are you guys worried at all? Before we get to the news story, are you worried honestly about North Korea? I'm serious. I mean, are you honestly worried one bit about them attack?
Well, I mean the thing is like he's Kim Jong-un was made comments about being able to reach Guam specifically, and Guam is owned by the United States.
Right, so that's the biggest
That
threat.
is one of our territories.
If they start firing nuclear missiles, I mean, what is going to be the fallout? No pun intended. What's going to be the fallout for? I mean, it's bad, right?
Well, I mean, look at World War II. I mean, when Japan bombed Pearl Harbor, I mean, we just had a base there. We didn't own Hawaii at the time.
Yeah, that's true.
We have bases, yes, but we actually own Guam on top of that.
I don't think you guys understand what a nuclear weapon is.
No, I'm well aware.
I don't think John is.
We knew.
No, I know that a nuclear weapon is way much worse than the bombs that we dropped on Japan. I know those were just atomic bombs.
Well, that's
there's
true.
a difference.
So
I do know there's a difference.
Take that and multiply it.
Yes.
By whatever the exponential factor is.
Quite a bit.
Can North Korea get a nuclear strike over here is my question. I don't think so, right? I mean, they can.
They can.
They can?
They have submarine-based ballistic missiles. We've talked about this before, and when I talked about it before, everyone was like, it'll never happen. So you can't change your opinion.
Well, let's clarify.
It's impossible.
No, I didn't say I'm not worried. Did I sound worried?
I think you'd have to pull that recording. I don't remember us saying that would never happen.
I don't know, but I'm not worried about it. But would Tennessee be in danger of a nuclear? That's my.
Tennessee is always in danger of nuclear.
Why?
Because of
Oak
Ridge.
Oak Ridge. Okay. Well, there we go, guys. Celebrate every day like it's last.
But honestly, okay, let's put it like this though.
All right.
If Fallout 4 post-apocalyptic really came, would you not just want to be consumed instantly in the nuclear
Oh, yes,
aftermath?
for sure. I don't understand these people. I've got a nuclear fallout in my basement. Yeah, okay. And how long you'll be down there? And when you come out, do you understand who's going to be left? It's going to be like crazy redneck people that are going to kill you for your supplies. Like, in that world, I'm dead instantly.
Raiders. There's going to be Raiders.
I'll talk about Walking.
Mutant dogs.
Like if Walking Dead happened, I'm one of the first people dead instantly. Like there's no way you survive that, right?
The weak are the first to die.
Well, I would be instantly dead. I mean, I would either get killed by the Raiders or,
You'd be
or the
like,
zombies.
you'd like spray chrome on your mouth and be like,
Yeah, like Mad Max Fury Road. Take me to Valhalla. Yeah, I would be.
my skin is chrome, my blood is
Dude-
gasoline.
Dude, Lee, do you think you would survive at all in that situation?
And nuclear fallout?
Sure.
I don't have a bunker.
Okay, so you're dead instantly. But if you did have one, and you
I would,
came
yeah,
out,
I think it would be fun.
Fun.
If it
Fun.
if it ends up like Fallout 4, and I can go around and pick up scrap to build like
Brother, that's
weapons and stuff. Yeah,
video
that's pretty
game.
Cool.
that's a
man.
video game, bro.
Oh, I thought that's what we were talking about.
Man,
Sure.
your worst enemy is going to be regular old Americans that are still alive.
That's
Hey,
what
man.
I'm saying.
Maybe my mission will be to like find Steve Bannon and like
Hang out, and
get the
Trump.
codes or something. Yeah.
All I ask is, this is my plea. If anybody from the Trump administration happens to hear this episode, can you just retweet one of our episodes before we go out in a bang? Just get those downloads in real quick before it
bang,
all
bang.
ends. We're number 1 on iTunes. Dead, huh? Well, that was fun while it lasted.
That would be poetic.
Yeah, it would be.
And
So.
in other news,
I mean, Tasha.
the world's over.
So Tasha in the chat said she totally would be a survivor. She'd be an underground farmer. And I guess that's one way you could survive. But at some point, you have to come up.
Well, here's the thing.
Water.
If you can do that already, why not just do it? Because
Yeah.
it's not getting any better up here, right?
Well, I'm going to try to find some idiot with a bunch of guns and just be like
Start shooting people.
the master manipulator
Click,
I am.
bang.
I think maybe if I could find a strong group, I could just weasel my way in and become leader of them somehow and just
What's their
survive.
name? Todd, Operation Werewolf, if you're listening this week.
Yes. Oh, Vengeance. Jim Vengeance. Oh, Bree also said that she would be a survivor. So apparently everybody listening to the show would be a survivor. Well, you won't have the show anymore, so you'd have to take
Yeah.
it up. Do Blame Your Brother, the sequel. Everybody that survives, you guys could do your own little podcast. So,
See, here's the thing. Here's the thing why you wouldn't survive.
okay.
Even if you were to live through the nuclear blast. And when we live in a world where like there's no laws and guns, you're the kind of guy that gets instantly shot.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I manipulate.
Instantly.
No,
Instantly.
I've always thought I could win Survivor easily. Like I thought if I went on that show, I could manipulate all those people.
There's no way
they
you
lo-
could. No,
they
dude. The
love
only
me.
people that win Survivors like have like 8-pack. And
No,
just, like,
no.
tanned and
The
stuff.
first season, the gay guy won, didn't he?
That's ancient history, man. It was a different time, different
it-
place. What episode are they at
Different
now?
time.
Probably 100.
There you okay.
Why are people watching The Bachelor? Is another reason I got. This is like on 27th season or
People are
something.
obsessed with drama, and the makers of this show have come up with the perfect formula to brainwash people into entertainment.
It's sad.
Food, what is it? Food and circus? Is that what it is? Something like that.
So anyways, from the chat,
Tasha agrees.
I think David can manipulate everyone and win. I believe I could. I believe I'm the master at twisting things in my way.
No.
They would love me. They'd be, this guy's the greatest.
Nope.
I might
Nope.
lose at the end vote because at the end vote, everybody comes together like, hey, this guy's a jerk, man. he tricked all. I'd go, well, you have to respect greatness, you know. Anyway, enough of that. So you're not worried. Oh, you're worried. We're not worried. All right, whatever. Bring on the nukes. I mean, you can't stop
Bring
it. What are
on
you
the
going to do? You can't stop it. You know, what are we going to do? Write Trump? Tell him, please don't allow nuclear. I mean, it comes to a point where Dennis Rodman may actually save the world. Like, what weird.
Ask Trump to send Kim Jong Il.
So here's my
Gift
question.
basket or
but
something.
here's my question.
Okay.
What does North Korea want?
World dominance? I don't know what they want.
Is that really what you think they want?
What do you think they want?
I mean, I was listening to something on the radio today, and the guy that's saying that they want to be basically recognized as a country in the world that is there.
All right.
Even if they're like communistic and totalitarian,
I got it.
They want to be recognized as a legitimate superpower.
So 2020, if
Or
we're
not
not
a superpower.
if we're not dead in 2020, I'm going to run, and my platform will be, my name's David, and I will recognize North Korea as a sovereign nation. Is that fair? Is that all?
Well, I
they
think
want?
you have to take away all the sanctions.
All right,
stuff.
sanctions removed. You're good. Good.
They want to be able to compete economically.
Okay, we'll give
in
them a
the
little
world.
bit. Give them a bit
Because-
of money. Is that all right?
I mean,
All right, there we go.
you know what their biggest fear is, though. Honestly,
That well, go ahead.
Using the bathroom in public.
Yeah.
so America has disposed the dictators in both Iraq and Libya, and they're afraid that America wants to do the same to North Korea. So there you go.
Well, we do.
If you were in power, you would probably be trying to stop them.
I don't think that's a big secret anymore. I think it's out on the table now. We want to destroy them. So it's not a secret anymore, Kim Jong-un, if you're listening. That'd be great if we had one download in North Korea. I'd be like, what? What was this about?
Kim Jong-il sends us a voicemail.
That's what'll set it off.
Kim Jong-un sends us a voicemail, huh?
Wouldn't that be amazing?
You know, we do ask people every week to send us voicemails, and this
week...
week...
think they have Twitter?
Does North Korea have Twitter?
Yes.
No. Kim Jong-un might have Twitter under a secret account, maybe Fluffy Space Pants or something, Fluffy Mr. Pants or something. I don't know, but I think this week
Rodman's.
I think we did get a voicemail. I'm gonna try to bring that up, and we encourage you to call 615-682-2236.
One more time,
615-682-2236, or you can go on our website bybpod.com and leave a voicemail. And this is a voicemail we got this week, so we'll go ahead and play it. Here we go.
Donald Trump, you're gonna pay. You're gonna pay bad. You call me fat. I'm not fat. You fat. You got fake hair. I make you pay.
There you go. All right. There we go. Apparently, Kim Jong-un called the podcast.
Thank you, Mr.
Yeah, thank you. Well, here's another one. Is this the same guy? Let's see.
They gonna get you, man.
What's going on right now? All right. Well, anyways, call the voicemail. Leave great voicemails like that. Kim Jong-un calling the line and saying he's not fat. Is that what he said?
It sounded like it.
All right, there we go. All right, let's go on to the news stories. Yes, you can call right now and leave us a message. If you're listening, you want to call one right now, it's all good. All right, we talked about, which in the news now. So we talked about Club Vengeance or whatever it was called, the gym here in East Nashville that is essentially a white power gym.
Can we just call it Operation Werewolf?
Operation Werewolf, whatever you call it. Sky and what was their name?
Sky and Jake.
Sky and Jake, our idiots of the week. Well, now we got another gym in Atlanta kind of having a policy that excludes people. So this from the headline says, Atlanta gym sticking to no cops, no military members policy despite backlash. So a gym in Atlanta has specifically said, first it said, this is what it originally said do whatever the F you want correctly except CrossFit cultism. No effing cops, the sign read. So the owner removed that sign from the door because of the explicit nature of the tone, and then put up another one that basically said, if you're a police officer, you're a military person, you are not allowed in our gym at all. So now here's the thing. Everybody in East Nashville, all these hipsters apparently boycotted Club Werewolf for whatever reason. I don't know. But I don't see any stories of anyone boycotting this gym. So we're going to go to Lee. We're going to start with you, the leftist view here. Are you cool with this gym blatantly saying no police officers are allowed to come work out in this man's gym?
Yeah, I am, but only for selfish reasons.
What are your selfish reasons?
I don't.
You were in police
cops.
You were in police. You were in Police Explorers as a child. You were the chief of Police Explorers when you were.
Yes,
you
I
were
was.
the head of Police Explorers.
I wanted to be a Federal Bureau of Investigator.
I am. Was it Johnny Utah FBI? You want to be
I
Keanu
wanted to
Reeves
be
from
Johnny
Point
Utah.
Break?
Okay.
You wanted to be Johnny Utah.
That would have been cool.
When did you
To meet
start
the Red
hating
Hot Chili Peppers and stuff?
When did you start hating? Yeah, they did beat up the Chili Peppers.
Look, okay, here's the thing. Like, that should make my point even more.
I want to pause. I'm offended by the chat right now, who would imply that voicemail was from John, that was from Kim Jong-un. How dare you? How dare you question the sanctity of this program by implying we would call our own voicemail and leave a message? How dare you? You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Who has actually ever heard Kim Jong-un talk?
We did. He was on the
That's
program.
what I'm saying in chat.
Oh,
right
yeah.
now,
How do you know?
right?
He sounds just like that. We've talked to him before. All right, Lee, go on. When did you start hating cops?
Probably.
When you got questioned for an armed robbery?
Yes. No. Well, after that. I don't know, man. You know, as soon as they start writing you tickets and stuff. And
why were you riding around robbing people? It's the main question. This is the biggest misunderstanding story between me and Lee ever. I thought Lee was questioned by the police when he was a teenager for armed robbery because there were armed robbers. There were people going around robbing people in a car similar to Lee, which was like a yellow Chevy Nova.
They stole my license plate.
Oh, okay. There we go.
They put it on their car.
So I've thought for years.
Sure, they did.
I thought for years Lee was like an armed robbery suspect. I was like, that's why you hate the police. Did they put a number on you in that room? Is that?
There you go. I hate everything.
No,
why wouldn't I hate the police?
Do you really hate the cops? Honestly, that's a serious question.
I mean, if someone was breaking into my home, they would be the first people I called.
If this gym was broken into, would they be the first people they would
probably
call? John, what's your opinion on this story?
They're doing something in that gym that they're not supposed to.
Well, the thing. So the thing with the gym is that they're a bunch of activists. Is the thing,
right?
And they don't want to be around cops.
And inner city kids. They said inner city kids that come in there would be not intimidated. Would be uncomfortable with police presence inside the gym as well.
Probably accurate.
But I mean, anyway, Jim, what do you think, John?
I think it's kind of silly. I mean,
but do you support their right to do that? That's the main question, I guess. Can a business? We've talked about this before, but we'll jump into it again. Does a business have the right to exclude a group of people not based? Now, this is not on race or religious creed or anything or sexuality. This is literally based on the occupation you have chosen.
I mean, it's their business. I mean, they have a right to. I mean, I don't personally. I don't like it, but
what don't you like about it?
I just thought. I mean, as far as the police are concerned, I mean,
okay,
should be something that people should be able to look
here's
up
the thing,
to. And that's
let me just stop you for a second, because here's the thing.
Stop alert.
Here's the thing with cops. Okay, 10% of cops are the most awesome people in the world. They're good guys.
What percentage? What percentage?
10%.
10%.
Probably 90. But go ahead with your analogy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, whatever you want to say. 90%.
Whatever you want to say.
90% are good people, but the 10% run it for everyone else. Okay,
true.
That's it.
That's life.
And they power trip, and it's just like whatever.
Huh.
And
what I'm saying is like,
and what you guys always say is it's a choice. So you make the choice to become a cop. You make the choice to be a military person. So if these people don't want to be around there, it's because they made that choice, Whereas, like, if you're being racist, that's against someone that didn't have that choice to make. That's what you guys always say, anyway.
Right, true.
Okay.
Yeah. So, are you fine with Vengeance, Club Vengeance, doing whatever they want?
Well, did we
Club Werewolf?
Are they racist? Did we ever determine that?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's pretty much implied, yes, that they are.
They just hated weak people, right? Is that a choice?
That's a term for non-white people. Yes, weak people. Yeah, sure. Yeah, for sure.
I don't think you can allow racism to exist.
But you can allow basically saying no police officers in a club.
What would be another situation that would be similar? Like,
well, my thing is like cops aren't wearing their uniforms 24/7. They're gonna go home. They're gonna relax. I mean, if they don't want them to wear their full-on uniform when they go in, I can understand that. But I mean, to say no cops at all.
So what if you had a gym and you were like no pedophiles?
How would you prove it?
They run sex offender registrations on them before they walk in there.
There you go.
I mean, I would be fine with that. And the difference is,
I'd be okay with that.
Those are criminals. Those are people that have broken the law.
Yeah. Well, I mean, these activists probably feel like military people are criminals. Some people feel that way.
They do. They're wrong.
Don't they need their safe place? Don't they get to put a safety pin?
Yeah, there should be a
LeBron James running this club.
He might be. There should be a safety pin on the front of the door if that's what this is about. It's just ridiculous.
It's a safe place, but not for cops or.
Okay, obviously, the pedophile is like an extreme, but can we think of something that's not cops?
I want you to go down to the bottom of the story. I want to read my favorite quote from the story, where they talked to the owner and said. So the Atlanta Police Department said that the policy would not prevent them from responding to an emergency, so they would respond if something happened. In turn, the owner said he would allow the police to search his premises if they obtained a warrant. Well, thank you, mister, for allowing them.
Don't get sucked into clickbait reporting.
He said it.
They probably asked him a question. Would you allow the police to search your premise if they obtain a warrant? Yes.
Oh, wouldn't have a choice.
This is like you. You're like rubbing your hands together. You're like, we're going to put this in the article. People going to eat this.
I mean, Lee, it's a stupid statement. Of course you're going to allow them to search. You don't have a choice.
That's what I'm saying. They're like painting him into a corner. They're entrapping him with that
I think
statement.
He's painting himself into a corner. I mean, come on, give me a break here. I think it's ridiculous. I think people that disrespect, And don't get me wrong, are there bad police officers? Yes, 100%. I think we've seen it over time. I've worked with them. There are some bad ones.
Every police movie has one in it.
I've worked with police officers. I worked with them for 18 years of my life, and I would say it's closer to 99% good, 1% bad. And the 1% makes up a vocal minority, and so everyone thinks that they're all bad.
So you want to know the true story of what's going on here? There's probably people engaged in illegal activities at this gym. And that they're like, I just want to smoke a joint and lift some weights. And if there's cops in here, I'm going to be paranoid and freaking out, right? No,
I mean,
that's probably what's happening.
Is it a head shop gym? I mean, is that what it is? Come to the back, man.
It could be.
Get your weed, man.
Okay, so you've seen American Beauty.
Yeah.
You know the Henry Rollins story. They were both proponents of like smoking large quantities of weed and just working out all the time.
Right.
So it could be that situation. Or yeah, maybe you're, drinking or something. I don't know.
Whatever. So anyway, I think it's ridiculous. Let the cops in there. What if they start harassing people or people start feeling comfortable? Then you can go, hey, it'd be best if you probably work out.
Okay, so let me give you another scenario.
All right, go ahead.
Let's say you have a good friend, patron, that goes. You own a gym and you have a good buddy that's been going there forever, and he's into drugs. So he does a bunch of drugs and goes to his car, and a cop who happens to be working out follows him outside, and he gets arrested and goes to jail.
Okay.
Do you think maybe I should put a policy that
you should probably say no doing drugs in the gym? I mean, you're there to work out, number one. I mean, who smokes weed and goes, you know what I'm gonna go do, dude? Lift some weights, bro. Like
Henry Rollins.
I do know
Henry
people
Rollins.
that would do that.
Yeah, a lot, like that's a thing, right?
Well, not that I have, but if I have,
you've got people you're related to that would do that.
If I have partaken in any substances, I never felt the need, hypothetically, to go work out after being in that state. That's me.
I'm just saying that's probably the problem here. They're either activists so that they're causing social unrest and they're afraid the cops are going to come down on them, or they're doing some kind of other illegal activity and they're afraid they're going to get busted. Right?
There we go. All right. Well, there you go. Give us your opinion. Tweet at us at BYB Pod. Tell us what you think about no police officers allowed in gyms. All right.
Okay, go to the chat. They need to move to Colorado.
Yeah, move to Colorado, dude. Get you some edibles, bro. All right, here we go. Now, I do work for the government and I don't care. So anyways, blow up doll on display in neighborhood angers Metro Councilman. Now, there was a blow up doll of a nude lady. It's a very
semi-nude,
very crude blow up doll was placed in the window of this business or mixed use organization.
It's a home.
It's a home. Okay.
It's a home.
All right. So anyway,
it's a rental flight.
And so
it says it's a short-term rental property.
Okay, short-term rental. You're correct. A sex toy on display in a neighborhood window, just feet away from a school. Just feet away from a school, John.
Feet.
Where's the school? I don't see it in the picture. Stirred controversy on social media after a Metro councilman voiced concern. I want you to pull up this councilman real quick, or we might see him. If you could just Google Brett Withers. If you can go ahead and Google Brett Withers. Let's go ahead and see what this councilman, who's so concerned about a blow-up doll. Let's see what this guy looks like. I'm sure he looks like he's an upstanding guy. I'm sure he's great. Oh, okay. Here we go. Oh, there's Brett Withers right there. Now, I sent out a tweet to Mr. Withers, and I said,
"Is that his
ladies
home?
and gentlemen? If you're wondering, if you're not on the live chat, picture Doc Holliday being played by Rick Moranis."
That's actually an accurate.
That's great.
So
Josh.
he has for people who don't know who Rick Moranis or Doc Holliday is, he has a very interesting mustache. It looks like a waxy mustache.
Oh, I've seen him in person.
That's never been waxed before.
It looks about like that in person. I've seen the guy in person.
He frequently wears bow ties.
Yes.
I'll get your Huckleberry.
Well, guess what happened?
And he's got Coke bottle lens glasses.
Guess what happened to Mr. Withers about 2 years ago? If you Google further into his name, he was arrested for a DUI in the city of Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, there he is.
And charged with it. Honey, I shrunk the Huckleberry. That's pretty good. So he is a council member in Nashville, if that tells you anything about the great city of Nashville. But anyway, he's very concerned. And so if you go down to the bottom, basically the Renters Association issued a statement and said, we believe in the First Amendment. And basically this happened after school was closed and nobody was around. No kids were around or anything like that. So Mr. Withers is very upset about an inflatable doll in a window. So we come down to this. on some degree, I agree with Mr. Withers. I mean, come on.
Y'all probably have a lot in common.
You can't have this up in your window across from a school. I mean, use some common sense. It's funny.
He looks like a live-action cartoon character.
He does. Mr. Brett Withers. But come on. I'll just ask people, use some common sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think that's a good idea to have that in front of a school if that's actually where this is at? Lee, I mean, where do you stand on this? Are you for First Amendment's rights to no end, or what? Where do we stand on this?
So the question is, can you display sex toys in a public window?
Inflatable sex toys in a window.
It's probably, is it against the law? Probably. There's probably a law against obscene material being displayed publicly.
The chat's blowing up on this guy. It's fantastic. Basically, that stash is epic. Honey, I Shrunk the Huckleberry. I love it from Not Playing Stupid Podcast. That's amazing. He probably just upset he couldn't find one is awesome. It turns him on too much. He goes, yeah, he just wants it to be confiscated so he can get it. All kinds of great things are going on in the chat. So if you're not in catching these great gems, you're missing it. So Mr. Withers there is very upset. John, I know you're probably the most moral righteous of us three. If I would have to say that, what's your opinion on this blow up doll story?
A while back, we did we did a discussion about there was a sticker on somebody's car. Mm-hmm. You guys know the stickers, the stick figures that displays the families.
Yeah.
And a guy was pulled over and he was made to either remove it or he'd get fined $50.
Okay.
Blow up doll in a window. Way worse.
That's true. Yeah, he was. Worse. You're right. We reported that on the show.
Way worse.
Reported it, but yeah, we talked about it on the show. Yes. Well,
I mean that.
I don't know. I think. I don't. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of a. I just wanted to more laugh about Brett Withers than the actual story. When I see this guy, and I work in a building where he is seen from time to time, I just shake my head and go, "This guy got elected in Nashville." Like legit, like who ran against this guy? Like it seems like Lee could beat this guy if he ran against him.
Elmer Fudd and Porky the Pig.
This guy's gonna be high up in the chain one day. I guarantee it. Watch, he'll be like the next mayor in like 12 years or something. So, all right, I just thought that was a funny story. So there you go, Mr. Withers. There you go. All right, we got some stories. We got some comments last week about Adam Duritz versus Rob Thomas. Okay. Now we asked the question on the show. Adam Duritz, lead singer of the Counting Crows. Rob Thomas, lead singer of Matchbox 20. Me and John are gonna go see him in concert this Saturday. Yeah, this Saturday we'll be with our wives, and hopefully Joanna, former drummer of our band, will join us. So we're looking to have a good time. But we asked the question: if you had to look like one of the two, Duritz or Thomas, who would you pick? Now Lee.
Can I just say this picture? Every time I see it as that actor. What's his name? Superbad, Arrested Development.
Michael Cera.
He looks like Michael Cera.
Oh, Rob Thomas does?
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit.
A lot.
As opposed to Sideshow Bob.
Yes. Yeah. Adam Duritz is put on some LBs over the years. But anyways.
That picture is photoshopped.
Which one?
The Duritz.
Which one?
That hair is photoshopped on his
Well,
head.
I already have a problem with white people with dreadlocks, so we're not even going to get into that. But anyway, we had a couple of comments about it, so we'll just say Brepo actually did comment, and she said so Lee said he would pick Adam Duritz. Me and John, 100% of the time,
I'm just basing
Rob
this on
Thomas.
the music.
Oh, yeah.
Just
no,
on the
not
music.
we said looks. We said nothing.
I know you
John.
guys are obsessed with looks.
Who's
I said
not?
I care about the music the most.
Thomas is the correct answer. So Brepo said Rob Thomas, period. Met Adam Duritz, and he's so pompous. And she said in the chat he's a douche. So there we go. And then Sarah said Duritz. Thomas always too scared about. He looks like he's too scared of something constantly, which he does kind of have that look in his eyes, like he's up to something. So not playing stupid says Matchbox 20 is the better band. Which I mean, we're not going to get
fine. That's everyone's entitled to their opinion.
No, they're not.
Nothing wrong with that.
See, but that's
not
what's
everybody.
Wrong. Not everyone is entitled to their opinion if it's wrong. That's
some people.
That's the problem here.
That's why it's got an
opinion.
opinion.
You go outside and say the sky's green. You're wrong.
Yes, exactly.
That's the no.
Tasha hates them both. Bree says Rob Thomas is the man. #lovely. So basically, the whole chat is against you at this point.
And that's fine.
Which is common. It's fine.
I've always got Sarah Matsky on.
And Bree says, come on, Lee, follow the rules. Now pick one. You wake up, you have to look like one of those two guys tomorrow. Which one? You got to pick one right now.
I'm not going
no
with
talent.
Michael Cera. I'm going with Duritz.
Okay, Adam Duritz.
No talent?
All right.
No talent. We're doing it looks alone.
Looks alone.
Who? I'm not. That's.
You don't want to say Rob Thomas because you know it's the right answer.
I think you picked.
He just doesn't want to say Rob Thomas.
These pictures you didn't even.
Brother, we literally Googled it. It came up. What do you want me to do? This is what came up, brother. I didn't do this Google search. You did. Did you do this Google search on the screen right now? Yes, you. I pulled this from the episode that you did.
Why? But why? These people would be no names if it weren't for their music.
Oh, Not Playing Stupid said, I'm usually on Lee's side, but this time he is blind.
I just want to talk about the music.
No,
man.
we're not talking about the music. The looks. The looks.
The music.
Man, I got my white dreadlocks. Man, they're so cool, dude. Lee, I mean, I just say white dreadlocks is a strike. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, I'm not entitled to my opinion, so sure, I'll go with the not the person you hate.
Rob Thomas, thank you.
Okay.
All right. What else? What other stories do we got? We got any more? We're going to jump over to some. Okay.
Did we do a recap of Game of Thrones?
We'll do that in just a second. Let's get that YouTube. Let's go 2 quick sports stories.
Okay. Bam. You got 2 minutes.
2 minutes. A YouTuber loses college scholarship for making football videos. So this guy is a kicker for Central Florida University, and he was making YouTube videos. And basically the college came to him and said, you got to stop doing that. You cannot be making money through these videos because you're a college athlete. This guy's a second-string kicker on the team, dude. No one knows who this guy is. He makes these funny videos. He's monetizing some of them. He's making money. I mean, he's a college kid trying to make money. The university pretty much said, either you pull the videos or we pull your scholarship. And so he said, you know what? Take my scholarship. You can have it. I applaud that. I think that's amazing. I would hope my kids, if ever pressed with that, because I hate the NCAA. They're trash. They're garbage. They're terrible. They act like these kids shouldn't get paid when these universities are getting billions of dollars every year, and this kid can't make a couple of $1,000s on YouTube because he's making videos of his own accord. It's ridiculous. It's stupid.
I mean, I'd get it if he was saying stuff bad about the team or talking trash about the school, but I mean, the videos seem to be direct. I mean, just have nothing to do with the school. So
yeah, it's ridiculous. So if you were given that situation,
but they released a statement saying it was okay as long as he did not monetize videos based on his athletics reputation, prestige, or ability.
It's just ridiculous.
So I think they backtracked already.
No, they've removed his scholarship.
Well, read the official statement.
Yeah.
After the national office reviewed the waiver request, the process was used to confirm that De La Haye could monetize his video activity as long as it was not based on his athletics reputation, prestige, or ability.
The college pulled a scholarship.
I mean, what defines his athletic ability? He'd be walking around the street. Oh, he's walking. I mean,
if he went to a non-monetized account, meaning he couldn't make money off them, and the college dropped him, so he started a GoFundMe page. It's up to about $20,000 now.
He's fine.
I donate it, so I think let's applaud this young man for standing up. And they're saying in the chat, Not Playing Stupid. EA Sports says we're not even giving you money because we're using your likeness in a game. That's why they don't use. That's why they don't make the college games anymore. I mean, how stupid is that? Mm-hmm. Oh, you got to pay these kids. All right, and the other one is a girl. It's stupid. It
is ridiculous how much money they make off those kids.
I just want to say, if you get a chance, God, Brett Withers is the gift that keeps on giving. Then a girls softball team is disqualified from a tournament over obscene Snapchat photo. It's girls softball team. I guess after they won,
I had to look 3 times to find out what the obscene gesture was.
Yeah, so they're flipping off the camera on a Snapchat account that's private. So I guess I don't know, someone saw it.
Okay, first off, there's no such thing as a private Snapchat account. There's no such thing as a private Instagram account.
All right,
there's no.
If
I think he means that it's not. It's the account's not with the organization.
Right. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They took their win because of this. This is ridiculous. This is another ridiculous. Why is everyone so PC now? They're kids. You don't think kids have cussed and flipped off the bird and things like that? Are we really shocked by this? Oh my God, there's kids and they're flipping the bird off. Oh my God, what's going to happen next? They're going to cuss and then they're going to go break curfew. Oh, pull everything. Pull it. Oh,
not curfew.
This is so stupid, man.
What were those kids that killed their parents and wore their wig?
Menendez brothers. Oh, we're the Menendez brothers. We're gonna kill our parents. So
it is a fact that the Menendez brothers started by
flipping people off on
Snapchat.
There you go.
This is truth. This is 100% accurate.
Stupid. So stupid.
Okay, can we get to something real? Then?
Can we stop with the safety pin issue of America? Get over yourself, America. You're trash. All right. Every week after we do these news stories, John will come in and he's going to give some advice. It's always a topic. Great debate among the people. And a disclaimer, John is not a licensed therapist, doctor, or anything of that nature, right, John?
Correct.
Unless you got licensed last week. You should get licensed is where you go. Actually, I am. Actually, I have a certificate right here. All right, it's a little segment called Dear John.
Dear John.
All right, guys, we are here. Lee will read the news segment, or Lee will read the email. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of a news segment. Lee will read the email that was sent in to us, and John will give his best advice. Go ahead.
This one reads, Dearest John, so my son is the same age as my friend's daughter. My friend always throws the biggest parties for her daughter. I'm talking bounce houses, water slides, swings, ice cream cake, and up to 30 people. The kid will be 3 in a few days. 3! Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. When friends and family ask me what we're doing for our son's 3rd birthday, I feel so judged when I say nothing really. Might go to the pool. No, I didn't get him any presents. He's going to be 3. He's not going to remember this. I'm not going to spend hundreds of dollars on a 3rd birthday party like my friend. I'm going to love my son, make sure he's fed, has pull-ups, and feels loved. Later on, when he's about 5 or old enough to want to have a party, I'll be down with that. We don't need to buy him toys or clothes because family and friends do that a lot. He doesn't need any more toys. Do other parents do this, or is it just us? Thanks, John, from the Forward Mom.
Oh, here we go.
100% on board with you, Forward. These parents that are throwing these big lavish parties for their kids that are super young, they're not throwing them for their kids. They're throwing them for themselves. They're just doing it to make themselves look good. I agree with you. They're not going to remember a whole lot. My kid just turned 1. We did a big party for his 1st birthday. Yeah, for his next few birthdays, we're not going to do a big bash. I mean, like he's not going to remember it all. He doesn't even play with half of his toys. So, I mean... you don't have anything to feel guilty about, and these people, they're just kind of showing off when they're doing those big parties. So, yeah, I'm A+ mom.
A+ mom.
So, would the situation change if it was a Christmas instead of a birthday party? Or is Santa Claus completely allowed at 3, 4, 5?
Oh, of course.
2? Yeah.
So no birthday. But Christmas.
Well, no. I think you misread. You can have a small party. She's saying these other parents are having these lavish parties, which I've experienced myself quite a bit. We've only been having small party. Holy crap, I agree with John. That's great. From the chat.
It's a
here
first.
We go.
Pick your battle.
Pick your battle.
How was that not the key last week? But anyway, so yes, a lot of these parents have these lavish parties. You end up going there. You don't want to be there in the first place. You're hanging around with parents, not talking to them because you don't even want to be there. You have to bring a present for someone. Come on, guys. Let's stop with this nonsense. I've laid it out with gender reveal parties as well and these big kids parties. We got to stop this nonsense. It's up to you to stop it, okay? Stop the lavish parties. The kid's
not
4.
For the kids.
He's 4 years old. 4. He's 4 years old, okay? Like John said, he's not going to remember it. But he's not going to.
Okay, I mean, I agree with you guys, but what you guys don't seem to understand is they're not having the birthday party for the kid.
That's what I just said earlier.
They're the Joneses. They got to step out, man. They got to show off their money. They got to show that. But that's what I'm saying. Let them peacock, man.
and her kid who's going to have a pony, and there's going to be a bounce house, and you got to bring a $500 present.
Let David go to the party and have to talk to an adult he doesn't like.
I don't talk to him at all.
Dave will be on the bounce house with his kids.
I will be in that. I'll probably, yes, I do. Every time I go to Jump Zone, I'm in with the kids. I'm the only adult jumping in the bounce thing with the kids. I don't want to talk to you, parents. If you listen to this and you're a parent, I don't want to talk to you. Okay, I don't want to hang out with you. If I did want to talk to you, I'd talk to you. Okay, but I do not want to have anything to do with
like
you.
the Grinch who stole Christmas.
You want to see the adult male outfit? Go to these parties: shorts, polo shirts,
cargo shorts,
and it's usually sandals. Get a life, you people, you Wilco loving parents. Stop with the parties, okay? So, John,
there you go.
On this one,
Play
you're
'em
dead
out,
on the
keyboard
money.
cat.
There we go. All right. Remember, you can email us at bybpod@gmail.com. Email us at bybpod@gmail.com. Or send us a message on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, and we'll read the comments on the show. All right. So here we go. Every week, we also share our beautiful listeners in a segment called Blame Your Selfie. So we started this hashtag. It's taken off. It's dominating Twitter. It's trending every week around this time. And so we encourage people to take selfies during the week. Share it with us at hashtag Blame Your Selfie, and we will show the pictures to the live chat, and you will love it. These are some of the most attractive people on the planet. So we'll go ahead and get started. Roll it, LeBron James. All right, here we go. This is one of our OG listeners. This is Rose, a.k.a. Copper Top. You can follow her on Twitter at Rose262. She's awesome. And she says, only looking a little frazzled in my post-race photo this week. Hashtag Blame Your Selfie. And Rose, I do want to applaud her. I mean, I know we've mentioned it before, but she's started running 5K. She's kicking butt. She's doing great. She's out there doing it, so we applaud her. And
she's getting faster and faster, too. Her time's just shrinking away.
We've said it before, but those eyes are hypnotic. I mean, I don't even know if those are real. I've wondered if this is just like Photoshop magic. I mean,
Snapchat filters.
I mean, good God, man.
She has used them before, the Snapchat filters.
Oh, wait a second. Are you saying the wait a second.
I'm saying it's a possibility.
Oh, I was joking. I was joking,
not.
guys. I was joking. This guy said it. All right. Next selfie, please. As we sit here. All right, here's Sammy. This is at Finger Podcast. And he says, at BYB Pod, hashtag Blame Your Selfie, Sushi Train. He's at the Sushi Train. He's enjoying the sushi. Have you been to Sushi Train before?
I've been there a couple of times. I had a Groupon for it.
Oh, boy. Your AK is Mr. Groupon next week. You know that, right?
I'll take it.
Mr.
Brought
Groupon.
to you by Groupon.
I'd wear a shirt for it, but it's green. So
this week,
the maker of fine power suits and the Sushi Train, conveniently located in West Nashville.
Sushi trains are amazing. You got to get you a Sapporo beer when you're there. Load up on the sushi, enjoy it. Stack the plates up to the ceiling. Do it right, Sammy. You're not here tonight, but we miss you, and we know you're here in spirit, and looking forward to you being back in the chat next week. So
he's probably down at the Sushi Train. Probably got a Groupon.
Right now, you got a Groupon. So, okay.
Get that Groupon.
All right, next one. It says, hashtag tired, hashtag blame your selfie. This is Brother to Blame, a.k.a. LeBron James. It's Lee. This must have been before the show was taken.
How can a person be both LeBron James and Alex Jones simultaneously?
But
I'm so confused.
That's how great you are.
You pulled it off.
You're a personality. That's what we are, personalized. Okay, this is Sarah at Caution Spoilers. It says, I'm off to see Atomic Blonde, the new movie, now, and I'm so ready. My kids are at soft play, and if you're there, I'm really sorry. At BYB Pod, hashtag blame your selfie. Sarah looking stylish as always. Love the Ray-Bans, looking great. Hopefully enjoyed the movie. Go check out her website, cautionspoilers.com. She reviews movies, and if you can't get out and see them, she does really great reviews. I like to go out during the week, read them, check them out. So, all right, LeBron Jones. That's a good one from the chat. LeBron Jones. Alex James. Is it going good here? That's
so it's obviously a British thing. Soft play?
I don't know what soft play is.
Okay.
Sounds like Coldplay. And I'm sure you guys in the chat hate Coldplay, but I actually like them. John?
You would.
I like them Viva La Vida and back. Everything they've done since, I don't
Viva
like.
La Vida. Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah, I'll go with that.
I don't like the newer stuff.
Lee, you hate Coldplay, don't you? You despise them.
I don't like them.
I figured.
I mean, I don't hate them, but they're not good.
All right, here we go. This is River Goodby at Geeky Laley. It says, too tired to make a witty caption, but don't blame me. Blame yourself. If Selfie and college. So Rivers is in college right now. Ugh. Good luck, brother. That's
better you than me.
It's a tough road to go down. All right.
It's cool. He's got a license to chill, man. He'll make it.
All right, here we go. This is Comp My Pod. This is the first time we've seen him here, but that is a new podcast from Sarah Knightley and Derek, our boy, Derek Hogue, and they're recording their show go follow them at Comp My Pod. That's at Comp My Pod, where they talk about stories in the hotel industry that are from Reddit. They're not their stories, allegedly. I don't know, but they're good. The good stories. Go check out the pod. They're up and running, and it's a good show. So go.
It's really cool how they have the drone flying.
Yeah, there you go. Picture. That's how they took that selfie. All right, here we go. This is Michael Anthony Nicholas, super fan of the show. His words, our words, all words. This is me playing computer games with my nephews Alexandro and Sebastian that use math and reasoning skills. Michael always just lays it out. So there you go. All right.
Who's this hipster?
Cool, it's cool guy here. Fair edition. Hashtag blame your selfie. Blame your selfie.
What was his name? He cut off his mustache, and here he is again.
At David of BYB Pod.
Mr. Withers.
This is Brett Withers' twin brother hanging out at the fair, everybody. If I ever came in with a mustache like that, I want you to slap me as hard as you can. I want you to put me down on the ground, okay? If it's got to be that mustache he has. All right. I was about to say, I thought you were going to put that on me. Could get a pimp slap. All right, next chat. It's Lee's hated enemy, frenemy. It is Pizza Dad Lives, Jeffrey Skinner. Why blame yourself when you can blame your selfie? He's at workflow, hashtag podcast. Good times always. What's going on in that? Let's get what's that picture right there. What's he got on that wall right there? What you got on that
farm scene? It's a farm scene, like a tractor and a barn with some hay. Maybe.
I always like seeing people's cubicles. It's always interesting. Maybe this week, if you work in a cubicle, send us your Cube Life. Blame your selfie for this week. It'd be good. So, all right. Is that all of them for this week?
I think that's it.
Okay, there you go. So you can submit your blame your selfie. We will show it on the show. Everyone will love you, and all the people in the chat are saying, "Oh, these listeners look so good." Of course they do. So. All right, guys.
We literally have the best listeners.
We do. All right. We now, after we do all that, we tell you all about the news. We show you selfies. We also give you life lessons in the Major Key segment.
So let me give you a major key.
Oh, my God.
Where is the key?
That is not the key.
I'm not standing out.
I want the key.
Give us the keys. So let me give you a major key.
And you really do have the key.
Everybody stand up right now. Everybody. I got the keys now.
All right. Blame your major key. We should have called it that. Here's the major key. If you will notice in the chat, I am wearing my Big Baller brand shirt, Stay in Your Lane, which I'm pretty sure wasn't that one of the keys one week? I don't know. Anyway, all right, so we're going to try to deem a lesson from this week's episode. Lee, John, do you have anything that sticks out? The dancing is worse than I would imagined. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. We are not good dancers, but Bree knows that. We had a dance-off with Bree.
I'm an excellent dancer.
Well, you stand up and prove it. I mean, there's a video right now. Okay, well, I suck, but... All right, so the last week's was avoid sex with Johnisms. All right.
We changed it a couple of times. We had to...
Pick your battles. All right, so what are we feeling this week? Is there anything that really
I think that's what it should have been, pick your battles.
Pick your battles. Yeah, that's last week's. Yeah, that's why I said pick your battle. I said that last week and you said it was stupid.
All right, well,
okay. All right, so episode 53. What are we thinking? What hit the spot this week, guys? What hit the spot? Do you have anything? It's dead air.
Got nothing.
It's dead air. I don't even know.
Some mustaches should not leave the house.
Oh my God, yes. It's got to be something about
some mustaches
should not leave the house.
There we go. In honor of our boy Brett Withers, that is your major key of the week.
Everybody stand up right now. Everybody. I got the keys now.
There you go, guys. Be careful with those mustaches when you leave your house, okay? All right, so that was episode 53. We've come to the end of another episode, and what we ask you to do is go to bybpod.com. There we go. There's my mustache. It's kind of hard to do this and wear it at the same time. I'll wear it in the picture of the week. Episode 53. Go to bybpod.com. bookmark that page. Use our Amazon link to make all your purchases. That helps the show out. That way, we can get new microphones and video cameras. We can keep the show going. Fees, more shirts in the future, possibly. All that good stuff. There's links on there for our Twitter, our Facebook, our Instagram. Follow us on social media. Tell all your friends about it. Pass the word on. That's how we grow the show. Other great podcasts interact with you as well. Not Playing Stupid's one. Cooter and Minx is another. We've brought, that's how we found these shows, through social media, hanging out with people. It's a fantastic way to spread the word. You can subscribe to the show on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, TuneIn, Google Play, whichever device you're using. Just subscribe to the show. You get new episodes as they come out. We try to put them out every Friday morning when you wake up. It give you a way to get through your Friday mornings. Radio Vegas rocks. Make sure to check those guys out. They stream us every Thursday. They're fantastic. RadioVegas.rocks. You can check them out on TuneIn. They're fantastic. Those guys have supported us since day one. We love them. You can buy your shirts on. There's links on there for the shirts through our official site. We still have a few of the mass order shirts, so if you want one, email us and we can work something out. I'm sure we can make something happen. All past episodes are there. It's all of that. And then Tasha said, I can claim credit for inspiring Cooter and Minx. So there we go. I'm building an empire podcast that follows me.
Please don't give him
that's
any
how,
credit for anything.
That's how great. Let's talk about.
Take it back, Tasha, please. We're begging you.
Let's talk about me. Let's talk about how great I am. All right. So, but
Just had to fit Toby Keith into the episode.
I sure did. Always. Toby Keith and the transgendered.
You are a cancer that
Who's your
should not
daddy?
spread in this world.
Who's your daddy? Is he transgendered? All right. So, anyway. Yeah, guys, we've had fun. It's been a fun episode. We appreciate the chat. You guys were fantastic tonight. A lot of funny. Guys had me cracking up a lot of times, so we always appreciate it. BYBpod.com. Interact with us, guys. Have a great week. Look for videos of that show. I'll try to get some videos of our time out at the County Crows and Matchbox 20 show and all kinds of good stuff. And in 2 weeks, we'll be at the Rockin' Pod Expo in Nashville. If you're in Nashville, come hang out with us, please. We'll be at Rockin' Pod Expo. Go to Google Rockin' Pod Expo. It's August 28th. It's going to be fun. It's going to be rock and podcast come together. So if you're in Nashville, we hope to see you there. We'll be there all day hanging out. So I guess with all that being said, is there anything else?
Don't blame yourself when you can blame your brother.
Stay in your lane.
I'll be your Huckleberry.
Yeah.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
I'm Brett Withers, and I don't.